Hey guys, Larkspur here. Today we'll be talking about animals that some people find very creepy. I'm talking about cockroaches.
Animal facts with Larkspur.
Hey, get down. I love cockroaches. They are so cool. And they just kind of hang out most places. Looks like that one's leaving. I have 7 adult cockroaches, and most of them are named after very, very nerdy things. Let's see here. This is Hermes. He is named after Hermes Conrad from Futurama. Moya is going over my shoulder, and she needs to come back. Where did you go? Oops! Okay, that was fun. The part that I said about them just sitting around is not true. Ha 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 ha! Yeah. Anyway, this is Walter. He was my very first cockroach. And he's kinda still my favorite. They're not very happy in their bowl. I'll put them back in their houses later. Some interesting things about cockroaches is not necessarily the things that people usually hear about. You usually hear, oh, you know, a cockroach can live for a week without its head. No. Nope, that's not true. They did studies on cockroaches. Just cutting their heads off and seeing how long they would live. Seems kind of barbaric, doesn't it? It didn't work. They don't live that long. They usually just die. Like you should when you have your head cut off. Just kidding. Madagascar-hissing cockroaches are called that because they're found in Madagascar. Whoa! And only Madagascar. And they hiss. Surprise, surprise! But they hiss by if he'll cooperate. Whoop! Oh, hush, 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 hush. It's okay. If you can see the little holes along the side as I drop him. Hey, come here. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Come back. Okay, he's just gonna hang out there. We'll use someone else. Come here, Moya. Moya's the one who got away to start with, so we'll be careful with her. If you can see the little row of holes along the side, the little dark spots, those are called their spiracles, and that's what they use to breathe. But they also hiss when they're upset. They hiss by forcing air out through those holes, and it makes quite a surprisingly loud sound, which is enough to scare off some predators. I mean, if you sound like a snake, something's probably not going to eat you, if it usually eats insects. What are you doing? They always look to me like they're just going, no! Leave me alone! They're fascinating little creatures, though. The males have these little bumps on their backs. Well, they're actually called the pronotal humps. Pop that into a conversation now. But the pronotum is this very first segment here behind the head. It's actually part of the thorax. And a lot of insect species use that part to protect their heads from predators. If a predator can't see your head, it doesn't want to bite it off. And the first thing to come off an insect is its head. I'm probably scaring you, I'm sorry. The males have these pronotal humps because they can get territorial. Go figure. Insects can be territorial. And when they encounter another male, they'll often headbutt each other. Woo! It's not as exciting as when you see large mountain goats doing it. They just sort of do this, and then I guess that determines the winner. Who's to say what's attractive to a cockroach? The ones that do the best in their hump fighting, which sounds really awkward, gets all the females. What are you doing? It's really funny when they just sit there and they'll curl themselves up so they can lick their back feet. I guess your back feet get kind of dirty when you're a cockroach, but they have to clean them off and it's pretty funny. Now, most species of cockroaches do have wings, but these ones don't. They just don't even need them. So if you're wondering how I tell them apart, which is kind of hard sometimes, they do some of them do look alike, but I just put a little dab of different colored nail polish on their pronotum, which is that shield-like structure I was telling you about earlier, and it tells them apart. Well, probably won't even need the nail polish because they are quite different. What are you doing? Hermes, be nice. Like, for example, Hermes is very, very dark. He's almost black. And he has a little red splotch. I messed up when I put it on him, and I got it all over him accidentally. But it doesn't cover up his spiracles, which is the important part, so that he can still breathe. They're so cool to me when they just wave their antennae around like that. And I'm not sure you can see it, but his antennae are actually kind of fuzzy. Let's see if we can get that. You can see how they're a little plumy. And that makes it easier for them to smell anything. Other females, other males. Food. Food is a big one. They love popcorn. It's so funny. They'll just sit there with a piece of popcorn, and they'll eat, and as they're eating, their antennae are waving around, and their butts start to wiggle, and they just get so excited, and some of them smack their feet on the ground because it's so delicious, and I just think it's really adorable. He's just gonna hang out here, I guess. That's cool. I didn't really have a plan of attack for this particular video. It's only the second episode. Let's put him back. Come on. Now on to the My Life portion of the video. I just finished my last week of my second last semester. Now next week is finals, so we'll see how that goes. I'm not too worried about most of them. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. Yay! And then it's the 8th, so next week today, I will be going to visit my aunt and uncle, which is pretty cool because they live really far away, and I miss them. So we're sort of doing Christmas early because for actual Christmas, I will be in Vancouver with Murphy, my boyfriend. I'm really excited about that because I haven't seen him for a little less than a year, which is a long time. Other than that, no updates on the dog yet. I still have to wait until I'm done with school, but I've still been looking over the shelter websites, which I really want. Anyway, I get sidetracked. Woohoo! Bono's doing okay. Bonaparte, he's sleeping right now. Part of the reason why I wanted to grab some of these new cockroaches is that lizards love cockroaches. They love them. And I'm not going to feed any of these guys because I've already gotten attached to all of them. But when they have babies, I will be feeding the babies to the lizards. Not on a daily basis because it's not good to give them cockroaches all the time, but it'll be a good treat and they get to chase them around. I'm a terrible animal person, aren't I? Look at these cute little things. I'm gonna kill their babies. Well, for the fear of getting too long with this video, I guess I'll probably stop here. And next week I may or may not have a video because I will be traveling. And I may do a very short one just as an update to say hi everybody, and you might be able to get to meet my parents if you want to, if they want to be in the video. I don't know why they would, but it's an option. And so yeah, until next week, Larkspur out.
Animal facts with Larkspur.
Walter's leaving. Come back here, you little shit. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Come here.